What's up, y'all? It's your boy KP and my pal Heather Hertz here to give you another infamous trailer reaction. I believe you and I are both John Wick fans, aren't we, Heather?
We are. We
And
are.
we love our dogs too. If you abuse our dogs, hell will be paid. And or animals, period. Because I know you're more so cats. I'm the dog guy, but
No, I love
hell to
animals.
be
I,
paid.
I'm I just have cats. I just have cats right now. But we're getting dogs, and I love animals. I love
Same,
animals.
same. If I could have cats, and my wife and daughter weren't allergic to cats, I would have cats. So, you're lucky in the fact that you might be able to have both. But anyway, we love our animals. John Wick loves his animals.
Wait. I'm gonna
What?
pause there. I'm gonna pause there.
What?
Sir, I get shots to have my cats. I
Oh, so
cannot
you have an allergy
have
too.
cats. Yeah, I've got actually it was really funny when I finally went to an allergist and I got my allergy test. He's like let's it's easier to talk about what you aren't allergic to than what you are because I'm like allergic to everything. But I had just gotten my two new kittens because my previous cat had passed away. And I was just like, "Oh, I have two kittens." And he looks at me and he's like, "Why?"
Oh my goodness.
So I like my
Oh,
cats could kill me, but no,
oh
it's I just wanted to
wow.
clarify. I get
Such an
shots.
interesting thing to know because I've known you for forever. I didn't know that you were allergic to cats.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and
I don't think
dogs,
my
and
wife and
dogs.
daughter are willing to have shots to just to have cats. They're happy with just the dogs. Uh, and which is sad for me because I love cats. Oh my
It's
gosh.
fair. It's
Okay.
fair.
You learned something new. All right, Heather, I guess love is pain. You love your cats. We're willing to go through it. And I know my wife and daughter ain't willing to get no shots to get that done. Although I wish they would because I love cats. But anyway, we love John Wick though as well. We love our animals. We love our John Wick. And we have a new documentary, Heather, about our John Wick that we love so much called Wick Is Pain. You
Hmm.
ready to check out the documentary for Wick Is Pain?
Yes, I think this is already out though, right? I think it's out, but it's only on video on
Yes,
demand.
it outed a little bit, I think online, and now it's available on streaming.
Okay, all right,
So
fair, fair, fair.
people can own it along with the rest of the other John Wick films. If you don't own the John Wick films, what is wrong with you? Have them all. They should be in your library. And this is a great documentary to go along with it from Lionsgate. So let's check out the trailer for Wick Is Pain, Heather.
When we say John Wick is pain, it's kind of like a fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I knew Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
directed him. I don't know if you realize what kind of advantage that is.
No better union could have happened in the film business than Chad and Keanu.
They bleed Wick, they die Wick, and that's why it's so good.
When you see Keanu in pain on screen, it's probably for real.
We came up with this idea for
That
Top
was
Shot.
amazing.
Where's the we?
Well,
You!
Yeah.
We might as well tell the whole story.
we were a tiny little movie.
We're shut down. I don't know how you find $6.5 million by Monday.
I took money out of my house. We are doomed. We are completely fucked.
We were panicked. This is Keanu fucking Reeves. You do not want to let him down.
Bye-bye, John Wick.
These two are not talking to each other.
I went through a horrible divorce.
It was insane.
We got to get this done.
Shoot, shoot.
It was just pure mayhem.
In Hollywood, you never kill a dog.
This is either genius or the worst thing I've ever made.
This is fucking terrible. How many more hits can this movie take?
I think this is a nail in the coffin.
This movie's about vengeance, not John Wick's. Ours.
Is the pain worth it? Yeah, it's just a lot of pain.
Wick is pain. Wick is celebration. Wick is against the odds. Wick is friendship. Wick is love. It's all those big ideas. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, Wick is Pain. Check out the doc. It's on digital now. Add it to your collection. And also, I forgot you, Heather, interviewed Chad Stahelski
I
for the
did.
Go check out that
I
interview,
did.
y'all, with Heather and Chad.
And that was actually a really hard one for you because you were really sick and you were really miserable about it.
Oh yeah, I was so
I
sad,
think
but I appreciate you. We're both fans. I'm happy to help a fellow fan. So
yeah, absolutely. What's really funny about that is that you don't kill dogs in Hollywood, but you sure as fuck kill cats, and I hate that concept. Like I hate the fact that you can kill any other animal in Hollywood, but dogs. Like I think it's the reason why I hate it so much is because it's a stress point. And for those of you who have seen this, the reason why I hate it in horror so much is because it's a stress point. But what I do love and appreciate about this, and one of the big things about John Wick is that they warned you. They wanted it to be clear in the trailer that a devastating thing happens to a pet. And so like when it came up, my husband had like he covered my eyes so I could cover my ears. Like I did not want to hear it. I did not want to see it, but I wanted to see this movie because Keanu Reeves, there's a great meme going around right now that Keanu Reeves has been so much a part of Gen X's and Gen X's and millennials life. So KP, I have a question for you. What was the first film you saw Keanu Reeves in?
ooh, interesting question. Bill and Ted automatically pop into my head, but I want to say it's something else other than that. Something probably a little bit more low key, like that he was sidebar character in, you know?
So yeah, I know most
It's just
people
not coming to mind, you know, the
there a
name.
lot of people are like, don't say you can't say John Wick. What do you remember him in? And my first film with him was Babes in Toyland with Drew Barrymore.
That might have been it too. That might have been it because I saw Babes in Toyland. Yeah.
Absolutely. And 1986, that was my very first film with him. And so when you're thinking about Keanu Reeves, you are thinking a lot of Gen Xers and millennials are thinking about basically their entire lives. They're thinking about Matrix, they're thinking about Babes in Toyland, they're thinking about Bill and Ted. But what's really funny is people also take those same films and don't give him credit for what he has done because they really low key
He's
call
got
him like
an
not.
amazing resume. Yeah.
But in reality, he doesn't like act. Like he's like this cool guy in like every single film.
That's
But
just his
that's also
aura. He's
but
acting. Let's give
but
the
that's
man
what
his love.
no, it's but that's the thing is that's what makes Keanu Reeves an amazing actor is people don't believe that he is playing this guy. And in reality, he's like super chill, super cool. Like and I'm not saying this on a personal perspective, but it's like people have low key been making fun of him since the 1980s, and here he is just killing it. And it's great to see him finally get those props. You know, as a director, as a producer, as a fan of his own franchises. Like I'm so excited to see this. And honestly, this documentary came out at 1999 on stream, and kind of hurt a little bit because I know that there are many fans that want to see this. And so I'm glad to see that it's going to go down in price a wee bit so to make it more accessible for everybody.
What documentary is that? Did you point it out? Because I don't think you mentioned the name of that.
No, it's this one, Wick Is Pain. Wick Is Pain started out at 1999.
Oh, that well, in regards to the franchise, but this is you mean filming of everything?
Oh
Okay.
yeah. The
Gosh,
filming.
okay,
No,
I was like,
yeah,
hold on,
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
whole another documentary. Okay,
No,
because
no,
it
no,
just
no.
dropped. Yeah, I was slightly
I'm glad.
confused.
I'm glad that we're finally getting to see him get the
Yes,
credit that he deserves because he's been an integral part. He was an integral part to the Matrix. He was an integral part to the entire Bill and Ted franchise. Not so much Babes in Toyland, but that's just where a lot of people watch it. As a non-Christian, that's one of my favorite Christmas movies. Like it's so much fun. But it's one of those where you'll never forget how to spell Cincinnati, Cinnat. And sorry, oh my God, here I am, Cin. Now I can't remember.
you just jinxed yourself. You jinxed
I
yourself.
did. No, I did it on purpose.
I'll
It's
tell
fine.
you, I had I don't know if I ever told you this. New York
Hmm.
Comic Con. I actually
Yeah.
met Keanu. Um,
Hmm.
it was during his quote unquote, I guess, stagnant period. He wasn't doing much. He wasn't kind of revitalized again in his career. It was prior to the John Wick stuff. He was pushing like some sci-fi film, and we were just like in the back. The rest of they had like the press, to the side while everybody was
Hmm.
filling the room before they, had us sit in the press section and everything. Just a low key cool cat. And at that same time, I think we were seeing on, the internet, the socials, how he would just board the train, just like a normal dude, because he is a normal dude, but he's a superstar, right? And just, yeah, I caught that vibe, and it's just like, it's a rarity. And it's beautiful when you see people of that stature that, just they don't conform to that or want to be, no, I'm just a regular dude, man. So it was just really cool. I wish I could have interviewed him at that time. But it was also weird and different, because he was like in between what he was, I guess, trying to do at that time with his career. But anyway, we love John Wick. Love Is Pain. John Wick is Pain. Documentary available now. Lionsgate, everything. Go check out the things. Check out our interview with Heather and Chad Stahelski, and maybe some other stuff to go along with this. We're working on it. Well, and I might have to pass it to Heather again because I'm going to be on travels, which sucks ass. Anyway, my time will come. The amazing Heather Hurt. I'm Creepy. What do you think about Wick Is Pain? Hit us up in the comments below.